Hey, how's everybody out there doing? It's Saturday night. Hope everybody out there is doing well. We're going to give this here a few minutes and let everybody get in here. Just checking all my stuff here. Everybody out there hear me? If you can hear me and you're on here, give me a number 1, please, so I know that everything's working just fine. All right, well, we'll give this a few minutes, let this thing load up. Hope everybody's doing well on this Saturday evening. Nice, toasty, and warm down here in Florida. I think it hit about 90 today. We've been 90s the last few days, so been quite warm. I think a lot of people have had some unusual weather. Some of the tornadoes and stuff in the Midwest and right down through the South is unbelievable. What those poor people have been going through is just, I don't even want to imagine. All right. Chantilly Lace, hello. If you can hear me, give me a number 1 as we wait for some more people to come on, so I know everything's working good. I see Greg Bison was on here. Doc Susan. All right. Thank you very much. Chantilly Lace. I'm glad everything's working. You always wonder if that's going to come in. Hey, Purple Passion. How you doing? Montana Grizzly. It snowed today in Montana. Only in Montana, right? Northeast Washington State. Wow, way up there. Welcome. Carol Reed. I'm seeing a lot of new people. This is really nice. I hope everybody is enjoying my channel. I do have quite a few playlists that will hopefully help you or your family members or friends, be prepared. That's the whole reason why I started this channel, was to make sure that everybody out there could be prepared and try to give you some good information for the beginners and some tips and whatever else it is that I can do to help anybody out there. Tomorrow it would be 70. Craylon, how you doing? It's going to be 70. It snowed today in Montana. It's going to be 70 tomorrow. Unbelievable. Montana Grizzly. Give a big, big thumbs up. Yes, please give me a thumbs up, people, and share this. I really do appreciate it. Carol Reed. She says, Montana, you can send some snow to South Carolina in July. Would be awesome. Yeah, you'd probably like that little bit of a cool down, right? Let's see if you can get some down here to Florida, because come July, well, we could really use that. Chantilly Lace. I've been preparing for 10 years now. We live off-grid on a mountain. Very nice. That is a very, very cool thing. It must be a wonderful feeling to know that you're probably self-reliant. You are just basically, you don't have to depend on somebody else. More than likely, you probably have some type of livestock, gardens, all the stuff that people like me down here in Florida wish that we could have. Unfortunately, that just doesn't happen. 70 in northern West Virginia. Purple Passion. Kill Reed, I do not think the snow will last. Sunset, hey, welcome Sunset. How you doing? Kilgon Princess, how you doing? Nice to see everybody popping on here. We're going to give this a few more minutes and see what happens here. I like to give people some time to get on here, because I did change, because I was doing my live streams on Sunday, and that wasn't working out too well as far as with my schedule. And for anybody that doesn't know, Alaskan Prepper, I was running right up into him. And so I changed mine to Saturday night at 7 p.m. Seems to be that there's nobody that I watch or look up to who usually does live streams on this point in time. Some of my moderators are moderators on AP's channel and Survival Living. That's another great channel that you guys should check out. He's been doing a lot of videos on some outdoors things and showing you how to survive and build shelters and all this kind of stuff. So it's been really cool. Let me get back in the chat here, see if anybody else has come on. Rockamas, how you doing? All right. Turn next corner into Florida. I agree, Montana Grizzly. Good for you, Chantilly Lays. You should be very proud of yourself. And yes, yep, I definitely do agree. Kill Reed, I'm looking at a lot of land, lots of moving parts to get all lined up. I want to get some more chickens, goats, pigs, maybe some sheep, a cow, a bull, etc. Yeah, anything that you can do yourself and you can basically get ready for. A lot of stuff that's in the news, and even the stuff that you can't find on your regular, media news. If you do some digging, there's a lot of stuff that's coming down the pike that some of these billionaires are looking to push down our throats, and it ain't pretty, folks. So, yeah, anything that you can do to be self-reliant and be self-efficient and not have to depend on the grocery store is going to be to your benefit in the long run. Chantilly Lace, yes, we are. We have children, so it's number one. Very good. Purple Passion. Right now, I'm putting together a new bookshelf to store my prep food on. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's all in the space that you have, and sometimes you just have to get a little creative, and it can be done. I have people that have commented before on previous videos from the past, and sometimes they don't know what to do or anything else. And it's like you just have to think outside the box. Look at the space you have and look what you may be able to do and the potential for you to succeed in basically having the storage that you need to store the amount of food that you want to store. Now, for some people, it could be a 2-week supply. That's what I basically talk about on my channel. Getting you started, okay, for the beginners, getting you started, getting a 2-week supply of food, and then turn around and you can add to that. So you can take it out to 30 days. You can take it out to 60 days, 90 days, but it all depends on your storage capacity at that point in time. Let me jump back on here real quick. Kilgon Princess, I've been dehydrating like a crazy woman since I got the machine you recommended. It's fun. Yes, I've just started dehydrating. I'm learning right along with you folks. I'm telling you what I've learned and everything else. I just had a video come out on Friday on carrots, dehydrating carrots. Fridays are going to be my dehydrating day. So we're going to call Friday Dehydrating Friday. So this way here, every Friday, I'm going to try to release a video on dehydration. And next Friday will be a video on green beans. And actually, I have them going right now in the kitchen that are driving my wife nuts because she's trying to watch TV. But that's what's going on with that. So every Friday, look for a dehydration video on a different type of vegetable or meat, fruit. We're going to start trying to get into a little bit, and we're all going to learn on this together. It's very simple. It's very easy. The machines, you can start off buying a machine, 50, 60 bucks. It'll get you a nice starter machine. And then if you find that you really enjoy this and you want to bump it up, there are other machines out there that you can move up to after, you start off. But make sure that's really something that should right up your alley and everything else. I don't see why everybody out there can't be dehydrating. It's very inexpensive. All right, let me jump back in the thing here and let's see who's all on. Chantilly lace, non-GMO seeds will be worth their weight in gold, I believe, at some point in time. You are totally correct. I think they'll be worth more than gold when it comes down to it. Donna, nice to see you. Thank you for joining. I've been rearranging my preps lately. We have tent living, 1,000 square feet. I don't care if it's not pretty, storing it. Well, there you go. Oh, sometimes I hate this thing. Sometimes the computer jumps my when I'm reading the chat. I don't know if that does it for you people too, but it just jumps so. And I think that's because more people are commenting and it just jumps, it all loads at once. I will be learning and making dehydrated eggs for long-term storage soon. Oh, I'll have to look into that. Dehydrating eggs, really? Oh, that would be interesting. I'm going to have to check into that. That's something totally different. Montana Grizzly, you are 1,100% right. Who cares what anyone thinks? What matters is what you think. Yep. Karen, hey, it's good to see you. Thank you for coming in today. I appreciate it. I didn't get a stimulus. Did you not receive your stimulus yet? Or are you not getting one? Or I will be using my ovens for the eggs. Excellent. I look forward to dehydrating Fridays. Yep, that's going to be a new thing I'm starting up. Definitely. Yes, that's what I have is the Hamilton Beach. It's a great little unit. If you go back I have a whole playlist on dehydration, on dehydrating. Right now I'm doing vegetables. Like I said, I just started, so we're kind of learning together, but I show you exactly which one I did get and the price and everything else. It's a great little machine for the beginner. It's a great machine. Like I did say, once you find that, you are comfortable doing this is what you want to really do, you can bump up to bigger machines that do more. The trays are bigger. You have more trays and everything else. And this way you can do more product. JT, how you doing? That's okay, JT. I figured you'd pop in at some point. Figured you were kind of busy. One thing that has caught my interest is growing conflict in the South China Sea. China is pushing against Taiwan, flying jets over and threatening with invasion. Montana Grizzly, there's a lot of that going on. I don't know if you just saw where Rocket Man over there in North Korea, I mean, he was just shooting off rockets again. I don't know. Everything over there seems to be a hotbed right now, and don't know if it's going to get any better. Chantilly lace will let everyone know I plan to put them in sealed pouches with oxygen orders. A number 10 can at the store is $35. Yeah, they're getting really expensive. Haven't got it yet on Social Security. I'm retired. I know that there's Karen. I do know that there was a big thing on the TV and the news. There's a big push about making sure that all the seniors that are on Social Security do receive their stimulus money as soon as possible, ASAP. So I do know that they're working on that. At least that's what they say. That was on my local news, at least here in Florida. Jill Reed, you need to get cats. My girls just got kicked in. I only have 3, but getting 4 eggs a day starting this week. Happy hens. They keep their rodents. The shelters has many cats. Sorry about the rodents. Yeah, rodents are, they can be a pest. Something you really have to kind of pay attention to. All right. Looks like we're up to about 20 people. So, all right. So this video today was basically, I do have some information on our next giveaway and how you do enter and everything else. So stick with me on that one. What I wanted to talk to you about was if you did receive your stimulus money and what maybe anybody out there, what did you purchase? Did you purchase something for your preps? Did you purchase something for your survival gear? Or maybe did you have to use it for bills? Did you have to use it to fix your car? Or did you feel comfortable in what you had in your preps and stuff and you bought new furniture and a big screen TV? There's more stimulus checks and stuff that are coming out, and people really need to take a hard look at what is going into you with getting this money. You need to take care of the home front first. Obviously, you got to make sure that your rent or mortgage is paid. You got to make sure that you have power, your electric bill and water and everything is paid. After that, if you're all caught up and say you didn't actually, quote, need the money, did you put it in the savings account, or did you maybe take a look at what you have and take a evaluation of your situation and how you can better what you already do have and maybe improve on? It's just you're getting a lot of money. I mean, especially if, say, you're a family of 4, you're getting quite a bit of cash here. You don't want to just blow it on materialistic things. You want to make sure that, I know, I don't mind. I'm not saying that, you don't need to treat yourself, but make sure that everything else is taken care of first and then treat yourself. As I did a video and stuff on with the stimulus, when you receive your money and stuff, even if you took a small portion of that money, say, like I did say in that video, $600. So you take the $600 and you take and buy preps, buy food, buy some way to filter water, buy some way to cook, however and whatever you can do. And if you do your shopping, you can really get a good deal. Now, I'll tell you one thing that I did by myself. And if anybody watched any of my videos this past week, on Wednesday, I released a video, and basically it was just years of some pictures and a few videos and stuff of years past of me camping with my brother-in-law, my son, and some of his friends. And I do have an oven. That was actually in that video. We made chocolate cake out in the middle of the woods. I mean, it's a great thing. So, but that oven and stuff is up north with my son. And by the time that I have him ship that back down here to me, it's really not worth it. So I went online and I found a Camp Chef oven. Now, they don't have a lot of ovens out there anymore. You can get all kinds of stoves, but to try to find an oven to cook in, well, they just don't have them like they used to. Used to be, you could find all different kinds of brands and everything else. And they do have the one that'll go right on your Coleman stove, and you can put it on there, but then you can't cook on your Coleman stove. So it's either you're cooking in your oven or you're cooking on your stove. See what I'm saying? So this one here is a pretty good size, what you're going to start seeing videos on, because I'm going to start doing some cooking videos. I'm going to start cooking with your preps. We're going to start trying to do, it all depends on my schedule, folks, but I want to try to do a video a week on cooking with your preps. So showing you how to cook whatever it is that you may have in your pantry. And basically, I'm going to walk in, get in my pantry, find some stuff, and show you how to cook it using your oven, your Coleman stove, and everything else, and show you how simple and easy it is to use. Now, if you already have a gas range at home, well, you have nothing to really worry about because you're already cooking with gas. Some people haven't used some of these products, so they're a little leery on some of these things. And when it comes right down to it, there's nothing really to be scared of, as far as cooking with gas. I'd rather cook with gas than electric any day of the week. Now, anybody that has had cooked with gas in their regular home and then went back to electric will know exactly what I'm saying, because gas is 10 times better than electric. So that's where we're looking to go with that. But the moral of the story to this is I did my homework. Now I went on Amazon and they had this said Camp Chef oven. Now it has the full oven. Okay. It's pretty big. It's a full oven almost. Okay. And then it has two large burners on the top that you can basically cook with, So on Amazon, to give you an idea, they wanted $269. So I went to Walmart. Walmart had it online, not in the stores, but online. They had it for $254. I found it at Cabela's with a coupon, and I ended up paying $224 plus tax and free shipping through Cabela's. Can't go wrong. Amazon don't always have the cheapest price, folks. Don't fall for that. Do your homework if you're looking to buy a big ticket item or anything, really. And do your homework and see, because sometimes other people have better deals than what Amazon does. I'm just saying. I just told you, and I can pull it up and prove it to you, But the moral is always do your homework, especially if you're buying a big ticket item, to make sure that you're getting the best bang for your buck, because it's your hard-earned money. So you want to make sure it's going as far as possible. All right, let me see here. Is anybody else in here? JD Lunt Jr. Hey, how you doing? Chili Lace. I'm just scrolling through real quick, people. I just want to make sure that Jan, hey, Jan, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thank you for joining in. All right, I think I've got everybody that's in right now. I just try to make sure, as a small channel right now, it's easy to go in and make sure that you recognize that everybody that has taken the time out of their day to join me. And I do appreciate that for our live streams. We do have a great community here. A lot of people do comment on videos, and they do help out if somebody has a question or whatever, because sometimes it's very difficult for me to answer during the week because of my job. You will find it's very difficult lately. So most of the time, I'll try to answer and everything on the weekends. And this way here, I have time to, especially if you had a really good question or you're confused about something or anything, or you need information, it gives me time to research it, find it, and get you the right, best quality information that you're looking for or asking about. So that's why I typically don't answer too much during the middle of the week, just because of my job schedule and the hours I work. All right, let me look in the chat here. Kogan Princess, my stimulus was mailed yesterday. I have one charge card only. Part will go for that. I'm not getting a TV. Most will be saved. There you go. Just make sure, you've got plenty of preps and things to get you by in case of an emergency type situation, because Lord only knows what's going to go on this year. Even just talking weather, Mother Nature. This year, she just seems like she's starting off on a bad note with all these. We had the ice storm, and then we just had all these nasty tornadoes. Those poor folks, my heart goes out to them. And I'm dreading what hurricane season is going to bring. Um, I'm telling you, it's a scary thought, and I would urge anybody if you do live in the hurricane-prone area, to really take a real good look and go over everything that you do have for your hurricane preparedness, and double check it. That's all I'm going to say. I have a video coming out on Wednesday, and that's the one that you're going to enter to win. I'm not going to tell you what. I was going to tell you guys, but you know what? I'm not. It's going to be a surprise. So, but you have to go into that video, since we're talking about it. You go into that video that's coming out on Wednesday, and that video is it's going to be a really good video. It tells you exactly what to do in the video. As the video is playing, there's instructions that are listed right inside. And I look forward to everybody watching the video, taking participation in this, and hopefully we get some good comments, and everybody maybe learns a little bit of something about what everybody's doing out there, and maybe give you some ideas. That's what I'm trying to do, is to get everybody to think outside the box, and everybody to sit back and really look at what is going on and what you may need and maybe what you don't need. So watch the video on Wednesday. It comes out at 6 o'clock Wednesday morning, Eastern Standard Time. And I think you'll all enjoy it. It is a very good video. And I hope everybody enters, and good luck to all of you. So back to the chat here. Let me get back in here. Joe Reed, I tell people so they can guard against their food getting messed up. I am going to use bowl jars and buckets with lids from now on. Yes, that would probably be a good idea if you're having such a huge problem. You may want to look into, if you put them in the canning jars and then you put them in buckets, you may look, I don't know how bad your situation really is, but you may want to look at maybe some metal drums or something that you can put in there that can have a lid to or something, if it's that bad, so you don't have to, that's a lot of your hard-earned, your money, your time, your work, your harvest and everything else. You put a lot of time and effort into your food supply, and you don't want anything to happen to it. We have 2 stoves and the oven. There you go, JT. Dry mango slices, so good. One of my favorites. I'm gonna get into the fruit and stuff, but I'll have to try that out. Mango slices. I like mango. JD Lunt Jr., I use my stimulus for gold. Well, hey, there you go. I mean, it's better than nothing, and gold definitely is holding its own right now. I love my propane, Chantilly lace. Yes, Donna, it's hard to know what to do with all this found money. We all know what we would like to do, but sitting back and realizing the best way to spend it is tough. But when you do, the feeling is the greatest. This is true. I mean, it is hard to figure out exactly what, you should do. It all depends on everybody's different, situations and your different skill levels, and being prepared, having survival food or survival gear, knowing how to use and utilize all those different things. It does it gets a little overwhelming, and it can get a little confusing. But in the end, more than likely, whatever decision you do make, it's going to make you feel good. Hey, common man. Hello. All New Jersey here, 62 and clear. Hey, there you go. That's not bad. That's pretty good weather. 62. Jan, the tornadoes missed us. One went a half mile north, and the bad one was almost a mile south. Wow. Well, thank God for that because I've seen a lot of video footage of the destruction and the paths of these things, and it wasn't pretty. Chinchilla Lace. My mother-in-law and brother-in-law live in Panama City, Florida. Oh, that's where Survival Living's at. You're safe. Thanks, Princess. I was out in the road with two of my neighbors trying to spot them. Probably was a little breezy too, Jan, I would have to say. I'm dehydrating apple slices right now. Did carrots yesterday. Yes, I'm doing green beans right now. So I would be in the basement. Yep. My parents had a metal drum full of wheat berries in the 70s. They were all about prepping. Well, okay, there you go. So, I mean, maybe see if you can hook up to a metal drum and just try it out. I mean, different types of rodents can shoot you through about anything. So, but I mean, it'd be a lot harder through a metal drum than a plastic, either bucket or drum or something like that. I'm just trying to look out for, with you spending all your time and your hard-earned time, money, and blood, sweat, and tears here. I don't want anything to happen to your food. JT houses and construction here. One older house, one burned last summer. PC and electric motorcycle charger, I think. Y'all making me hungry. Always stack the metals. Yeah, we can leave this. Did you do frozen carrots or fresh? Cinnamon sugar on those. Those sound so good. I need to eat. I haven't had lunch yet. Just a little breezy. Jan. Put some rocks in your pocket, right, Jan? I've been in too many. I don't play when it comes to tornadoes. Yeah, I was born and raised actually in Indiana, so I've been through my fair share too. JT killing frozen. Yes, that's the way to go. Frozen vegetables and stuff. I mean, it's so easy. You take them out. I take mine out 5 or 10 minutes before I'm getting ready to put them on a tray. I let them start to warm up and defrost a little so you can break the big pieces apart really simple. You don't need like a sledgehammer and sit there and bang on them. So you can break them apart and then you can just put them on your trays and you throw them in there and it's done. You didn't have to go through the whole, cutting them up or peeling, cutting, pre-boiling them, parboiling them, and then ice bath, and then drying them, and then putting them on your dehydrator. So it saves you so much time. So anytime you can use frozen, I would highly suggest that. And I think JT would agree with me on that one. Let me see you back here in the chat. Where are we at? Edgar, how you doing? From New York City. Nice to see you, Edgar. Move to the next year or so they can't get into a 5-gallon bucket and through the glass. Okay, this is true. I keep my whole corn in big yellow-sized garbage can. It holds 200 pounds. Wow, nice. Carrots on my next project after the Friday video. Yes, the carrots turned out really well. I mean, I do them overnight. This way here, and I get up in the morning. I do mine on the weekends because I don't have any time to do them during the week. But I do them overnight, and this way here, I get up in the morning and they're just about done. I can check them if they need to go a little longer, put them on a little longer, and voila, it's great. I wish I'd have been doing this a lot sooner. Did plan this time, but have lots of cinnamon. How to learn how to turn corn into Can't spell that word. New apple trees had a cluster of blooms buds. I hope I get a couple of apples this year. Well, that would be nice, getting fresh apples right out of your yard. There you go. I haven't had real fruit leathers since I was a kid. Yeah, I haven't had that either. It's been a very, very long time. It's an easy process, but it's time consuming. Never did fruit leather. I haven't done it personally. One of my best friends growing up, his mother used to do them. She was big into canning and dehydration and stuff like that. Um, I mean, if you got you know, $4,000 or $5,000 sitting around, you can buy your own freeze dryer nowadays and run that bad boy. But they are expensive. And then I think they're really going to run your electric bill up too. So if anybody is out there really looking to up their game per se and get a freeze dryer, I'd really check into that. I've watched a few videos, and I mean, yeah, it'd be really nice to make your own freeze dried meals and stuff, just like you'd buy from, you know, all these different freeze dried companies. But there's some money involved into it. My dream would be to own a freeze dryer. Yeah, well, that makes two of us. I think that would be pretty cool. All right, let's see if I'm missing anybody here. I think I got everybody. Expect the city made me get rid of my hens. They are at my son's chicken ranch. Well, at least you didn't have to get them out of the family, Jan. I mean, at least that's a good thing. Seen pros and con videos decide against it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'd have to, if I was really serious about buying something like that, I would definitely do my homework and really, really, because that's a huge investment. I mean, Lord have mercy, you can buy a used car for that price, or a down payment on a brand new car, So, I mean, if that's something that somebody's really looking into, I would definitely suggest make sure you do your homework. Carol Reed, I'd love to have a freeze dryer. I may get one eventually. Got to buy my house/ranch first. Yes, that would probably be the wise thing to do, I would guess. And this way here, then, you could do whatever you needed to do and have plenty of room to do it. You probably could grow a lot of your own vegetables and have your farm and everything else and dehydrate your own meats, and you'd have it made. You could probably turn around and sell it to your friends and family and, make your own pre-meals and put it in Marlar bags, and all they have to do is add hot water. Been checking it out too. I works rather invest in food production for future needs. Yes, Kilgon Princess. I think that's a good way to kind of look at it. Especially when you talk about, your food production for future needs. We just don't know where the whole food process thing is really going right now. Like I did say, I was talking in the beginning of this video, these billionaires out there, they have all these plans for us. And we're kind of along for the ride, if you know what I'm saying here. It's almost like you're dealing with the government, only you don't really have a choice because they'll buy whatever rights they need. You have Bill Gates. I mean, look at him. I mean, he's got all this farmland that he's buying up, and he's got big plans for all of us out here. And I don't know if anybody's done any of the research on that, but I am not a fan of his plans. And I don't think you would be either. And you have Elon Musk. I mean, he's putting up all these satellites and stuff, and now he's causing some issues with reflection back to the earth, and it's causing a lot of the scientists that study the space and everything else that are always looking for the bad things that can come at us. Well, they can't see them now because they're being blinded back by these satellites. Now, he has started making the satellites where they are not shiny, pointing back to earth. But I guess you have to be what's the word I want? A rocket scientist to figure out the shiny parts pointing back at Earth. Don't you think it's going to interfere with anybody that's trying to look through a telescope out into space? I don't know. I just don't get it, folks. All these rich people, we're not even talking about the government. All these rich people are trying to decide our whole futures. And that's the scary part. You don't hear a lot of people talking about some of this stuff. You don't hear a lot of people, you don't hear it on the news. You hear about the government and what they do, what they didn't do, what's going on here, what's going on there, and everything else. And then behind the scenes, folks, what is actually really taking place is all these billionaires are all kind of working around each other. And I wouldn't be surprised if somehow, some way, some shape, some form, they're all working together and they're building their own little billionaire network. And we're the guinea pigs. Don't like being a guinea pig. So that's why it's very important for you to do your preps. That's why it's very important for all of you out there to make sure that you have a secure future for you and your families, because it's not just the government that we have to worry about, folks. Yeah, they do their same stuff and everything else. And, it doesn't matter which administration it is. If you go back and you look through history, everybody has their own, whatever. Okay. We're talking about all these real rich people that are sitting back behind the scenes, and they're basically really laughing at us because they're just like, you just wait, we got plans for you. And you're not going to have a choice, because by the time the choice actually comes around, it's going to be too late. Because, see, the government's really not going to buck up against all these billionaires. Think about it. Do you really think that they're going to buck up against, all these different billionaires out there that are building all these so-called factories and farms and everything else, and that are turning around and maybe, they're producing jobs. People are going to work. They're probably paying these people quite well, and they're planning our future. They're building our future. They're building everything that we need. Just may not be what you really want. So I would suggest that everybody out there really, all you need, you can use your phone. You can get on a laptop, computer, notebook, whatever it is. Get on the internet and really start paying attention to what some of these people are doing and why they are doing it. And it might just make you sick to your stomach in some of the stuff you find out. And our government, they just kind of turn a blind eye. We didn't see anything. We didn't hear anything. I don't know. Sorry for the rant, but that stuff just gets me going. All right, let me jump in here. 1960, the city told everyone to have 2 hens per person. I wonder if we'll do that again. You never know. I'm in the fruit territory and jarred up a ton of fruits. Essentially, I have a large generator that could possibly run a freeze dryer. That one is 2,500. Yes, some of them they're up there. Karen, he wants us to eat grub worms. Yeah, that's the beginning of it, Karen. I've been buying FD meals and got turkey, sausage, and steak so far. Get 15% off. There you go. Totally agree. Sunset. Hey, how you doing, Sunset? Nice to see you jump in here. Beware, chicken feed has been found to have high levels of arsenic. Wouldn't surprise me. He did buy those farms for our good. Yeah, yeah. Eventually. Here you can only have 4 hens, no roosters, and only if you have 1 acre of land inside the town limits, plus lots on the other regs. I'm turning that area into a mini greenhouse and a grow room. Well, that'll be pretty cool, Jan. That's a good idea. It's scary. Chantilly is right. Watch Ice Age Farmer. Yes, Ice Age Farmer. He does get a lot of. He'll take you right in depth. He gets right into all these different topics and everything else. I do watch some of his videos and stuff sometimes. A lot of this stuff, just like he even tells you, is right out there on the internet. You just have to do a little research for it. It's right there, folks. It just doesn't make our, national news because that's not what they want us to know. Taking away our meat to use worms, grow worms on his farm. Yes, they are. Truth Warrior. Yes, he is. I agree. That is a good point. Chantilly Lace, a freeze dryer would mean no food waste. I think it's going to come down to a point. I don't know when, but I think it's going to come to a point where you're not going to want to waste anything. You're going to want to save every last crumb that's possible to be consumed by you or your family or friends or whoever you may be helping. But I think that is a very good point. Schwab says you will own nothing and be happy. I have heard that saying before. Musk is a globalist. Yes, I agree. I'm having an omelet with fresh eggs and cheese from my chickens. Ooh, there's nothing like fresh eggs. When we lived up north where my wife worked, there was a lady that would bring in fresh farm eggs. We had fresh farm eggs for a long time, every week. They are the best. Down here, I was going to a farmer's market down towards where JT is and on US 1. And I don't know if it's open yet or not. I haven't been down there. But I used to get, you could get fresh farm eggs. You could get duck eggs. They had quail eggs. The duck eggs were just, whew, man, oh man, I tell you what, puts a regular egg to shame in my book. Truth bombs, yes, Chantilly eggs, boom. Thanks to my chickens, ants and bugs are gone. That is a beautiful thing with those bad boys. Cameras, I heard his idiotic speech. What is psycho? Yeah, I heard some of it and I turned it off because it was just, well, I'll keep this family friendly and disgusting. Chantilly boom on fire with the truth. Old Bloke is here. How you doing, sir? Try not to get caught up in all the drama of some of the channels mentioned, as they are making a living spreading fear as well. That is a very good point. They do that. You kind of have to pick and choose. That's why I try to stay a lot of my videos and stuff. Sometimes I'll touch on some of the things and everything, but I want to stay more towards the prepping, survival, the whole 9 yards. Survival preparedness for beginners. I'm here to help you be prepared and survive an emergency type situation. Now, once in a while, I may have a little rant on something, or I may bring up a certain subject to bring out a point that may benefit you as the viewer to get the information that you do need to maybe get my point across to you to make you understand where I'm coming from. But I don't have like tons of videos on, all the politics, and I try to stay out of politics as much as possible and everything else. But I want to make sure that I'm here for all you people and teaching you what you may need to know. And I have a lot of people in here that's been doing this a lot longer than me, as far as even on my channel, some of the members and everything. But some of their knowledge helps out all you people. So that's what this channel is really all about. All right. Most food scraps go to the wild birds. They don't waste anything either. My local town passed a law that all citizens shall be armed if they are legally can. Riverside, Washington. Wow. They must be why we don't have ants anymore. My neighbor had chickens for 6 to 7 months. Yep, that'll do it. To worry about the locusts coming. 17 years cycle. Yes. Yep. This is the 17 year. I guess up north towards New York and that type of area. They're saying it was even on the Weather Channel from what I heard. I guess it's supposed to be a really bad year for the locusts, since it is their cycle and their turn to rise and shine, folks. Just something else for us to have to plan for and plan around. Well, that's cool, probably for sure. Sunset, we've squirrels and possums. 2 years, glad they are gone. Such as nights are important too, especially during the winter. Yeah, when our last place, I have bird feeders and stuff out now. We haven't had that many birds. This is quite a new neighborhood that we're in, and they cut down all the big trees, so the only thing that's left is these things they quote call trees that are about 6 feet high. So we've kind of lost a lot of the birds, but where we were before, we had. You name it, we had them in our yard. All kinds of birds, squirrels, raccoons, you name it, we had it. It's a good thing. Cicadia, it's not locusts. Bugs are nasty. Chickens eat locusts, grasshoppers, and those other similar bugs. Yes, so we need more chickens. My duck eggs are huge. Oh, I'm jealous. I haven't seen the moon yet. I think tomorrow night is the supermoon. It's Sunday night at sundown and sunset. When are the locusts due? They're supposed to be out this spring and summer up north. They're supposed to be really bad up there. It was on the Weather Channel. They were talking about it. Weeks. Snow melt off, no major Lyme concern. Oh, that's a good thing. Sunset purple sunset here in New York tonight. Oh, that should be. I bet that's beautiful. Not yet. It's only 5. Gotta love the time difference, right? Just looked, huge moon. I haven't had a chance to get out there yet because I'm sitting here chit chatting with you folks, which we're getting almost to the end here. We're at 55 minutes right now. We're supposed to have storms tonight. Well, I hope they're not severe. I hope it's just like a passing rain shower or something like that, and you don't get any of that severe weather, Rackamas. Because it's been nasty. If you do get severe weather and you get a warning or something, I wouldn't mess around with this stuff. These things have been just devastating and nasty. Chilean princess, it's huge and bright and beautiful. Moon's not up here yet. All right, so we're pushing almost an hour here, folks. I'd like to thank everybody for joining in on Saturday night at 7 o'clock and joining me for a live stream. We're going to be doing these every Saturday at 7. Like I said in the very beginning here, this way it doesn't really have any conflicts with a few of the major channels that I do watch that really got me started on what I am doing. I don't like to conflict with them. And some of my moderators here are also moderators there. So I don't like to have any type of conflicts or anything because I do have high respect for those channels. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. I'd like to thank, I did see a lot of new people in here today. Thank you for coming in. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. Like I did say, there'll be live streams every Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know there are time changes out there. Also, don't forget, on Wednesday, there's a video that's coming out. And on that video there, you're going to, has to do with, I'm going to just give you a little hint, has to do with doing a little bit of reorganizing and taking a look at your prepper pantry and maybe see what you have. But in that video, it's going to tell you exactly how you will go about entering for next Saturday night at 7 p.m. giveaway. And I'm not telling you what it is either. It's going to be a surprise. I hope everybody likes it. It's going to help out somebody. Even if you maybe do have some of the stuff, it still will help you out because it's always better to have a little extra than not have enough. So until then, I wish everybody have a safe week. Stay safe. Keep prepping. Keep your head above water. And keep your nose to the grindstone, people. And do not let anybody intimidate you in any way, shape, or form. And make sure that you are prepared for you and your family, for your needs, whatever they may be. Spend your stimulus money wisely and make sure you take care of your home first and get it ready for whatever may be coming down the road. For God knows, we have no idea. It would be really nice to have a crystal ball, right? Because then we could all save a lot of people. So thank you once again. Please do me a favor. Give me a thumbs up. If you know anybody that needs any information on survival preparedness, send them my way. Send them over to my channel. Link them to one of my videos. Whatever you need to do. Friends, family, they're all welcome here. And until next Saturday night at 7 p.m., make sure you guys watch the video on Wednesday. Enter to win, and I will see you all then. So until then, catch you all on the flip side.